Welcome, everybody, to the Garlet's High Performance Garage channel. Now, I haven't done too many videos lately, and I can't really help it because, the weather sucks, and, not making as much money as what I used to, and it's just kind of hard to do this kind of shit, when you just don't have the content, at this time. But one other thing here, I just wanted to rant about a little bit is my disgust in some other governments around the world. As we all know, all those people got shot over there in Australia while they were celebrating Hanukkah on the beach. Now, it was a father and a son. They had bolt-action rifles just mowing people the fuck down because they're fucking piece of shit Muslims. And they were shooting at Jewish people because they have a different religion. Because not everybody, worships the Prophet Muhammad. And they have successfully infiltrated Australia and their government. So, what does the Prime Minister of Australia do? Because now, mind you, Australia doesn't have, they're not allowed to have any guns, number one. Number two, they can't say what the fuck they want to say, or they'll be arrested. That, to me, is fucking insane. I can't believe that someone can be fucking thrown in jail or have to pay fines for something they fucking say. That is fucking ridiculous. That is fucking insanity. And then not being able to defend yourself, because that's what you need. That's what you need to do. Take the guns away. Hey, let's take the guns away. Because, that'll just stop all the crime. We do away with the guns. No more crime. Well, guess what? It happened exactly how I knew it was going to happen. All the bad guys got the guns, while the good guys don't have shit. The fucking cops over there don't even have any guns. They got goddamn pepper spray. Oh, I'm going to spray you with this pepper spray that'll only, take you down for just a few minutes. One man went up, grabbed a rifle out of the guy's hand that was shooting people. I thought for sure he was going to lay him out with one. I thought he was going to give him one, but he didn't. He put the gun down, put his hands up. Because he knew that if he would have shot that fucking terrorist, that they would have put his ass in jail. They damn well they would have. This is fucking ridiculous. Now that the Prime Minister says, we're going to propose more stricter gun laws, that is not going to solve anything. The chaos over there is going to increase. Now, I was just watching a piece on the news here. Apparently, they had a vigil of some kind honoring those who got killed in the shootings and the ones that are hospitalized right now that are fighting for their lives. And that Prime Minister went in there to say a few words. They booed the hell out of him. They were booing him so bad. I was like, better watch it. That motherfucker have all you sons of bitches arrested, and you'll all be in jail sitting. Because freedom, there is no freedom in Australia. There, pretty much. You can't do a fucking thing you want to do now. Same way in the UK, most of Europe. You can't say what you want. They're more concerned about arresting you over what you posted on social media than what they are to, get you for having a gun or something like that. I mean, what are they going to do now, next? Oh, and I noticed in Australia, you're not even allowed to have a knife on you. So it's like, hey, I'm at a restaurant, I'm cutting my steak with a knife. Oh, no. Put that knife down, mister. You're going to jail because you used a knife to cut your food with, you piece of shit. Yeah, so this isn't going to work. This is really stupid. I'm just completely fucking dumbfounded about all of the horse shit that's going on right now in the fucking world. But right now, I'd say governments around the world are failing their citizens. So citizens, you're all going to have to rise up and overthrow your own governments and take things into your own hands to get rid of these Muslims and these Somalians that are in there taking over your governments. I mean, you need to wipe the slate clean. That's what needs to happen. And the trouble is, these other countries, it might be too fucking late for you, because they're submitting Sharia law, especially over there in London. They're canceling Christmas programs because they're afraid that the public is going to, be murdered and slain for being in a Christmas festival. And everybody in the United States here, now, if you live in any major cities that have elected Muslims into office here for 2026, enjoy your Christmas shit now, because you're not going to enjoy it next year. Because there's not going to be any big tree lightings. There's not going to be no Thanksgiving Day parades. There's not going to be any Christmas parades. All that stuff's going to be gone. Because you fucking morons voted this trash in. Congratulations. My God, man. Can you be any goddamn dumber? I can't wrap my head around this fucking shit. And the reason for that is because all these other countries in Europe have leaned heavily to the left. And the mission for all Democrats right now is to obey and serve the World Economic Forum. These are the assholes that are behind this. And the World Health Organization. These are the assholes that are behind all this. We need to act now. We need to take out the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization, because they are trying to enslave the world. These are rich elites, and they're trying to take over the world, just like the Nazis tried to back in World War II. And what's even sadder yet, is our buddy Klaus Schwab and them, their parents were Nazis. And that ain't no shit. If you don't believe me, you can look it the fuck up. Because they are. They are the sons and daughters of Nazis. I mean, I understand, back then, the Nazis were all white people, and they wanted to annihilate all the Jews and anybody that had a different skin color than them. Anybody that was different than them, they wanted to, annihilate them. Make you follow one religion. Make communism the thing. Now, communism doesn't work. It does not work. It's never worked. It never will work. And now they're calling it socialism, and that's just a clever word for communism. So, Sharia law is a communist law. So all you women out there that voted for this dumbass in New York for governor or mayor, and saying how, oh, Sharia law, oh yeah, it's time for Sharia law. Well, you fucking dumb bitches, you're all going to have to dress up in these fucking weirdo fucking robes and shit, and cover every inch of your body except for your eyes. And you won't be allowed to go out by yourself. If you don't have a man to accompany you out anywhere, you're going to get raped, probably murdered, or if you assault a man, you will be buried up to your neck in the fucking dirt and stoned to death. That's how their law is. That is Sharia law. You cannot, unless you're a man. If you're a man and you're a Muslim and you have accepted the Muslim faith and Allah is your God, you can do anything you want. You can go out there and, just grab any woman doesn't have a man with her. She's out there fucking around because she's not supposed to be. You can nab her up, have your way with her, kill her, beat the fucking shit out of her, drag her behind your car down the fucking road, and kill the bitch. You can kill them. You can kill females. You can do anything you want to them. And not be held accountable. But if you're a Christian or a Catholic or whatever, doesn't matter what color your skin is, they will come slaughter you. Because their law, their Sharia law states that anybody that is not a Muslim and you do not believe in the Muslim faith, they are the infidel and they must die. That's their reasoning. Now, these morons on the left, these left-leaning idiot politicians, sitting there saying how you're a racist because you won't accept the Muslims into the country and you're an Islamophobe and you're, a bigot and a racist and all this other bullshit. No, I'm just fearing for my life and my way of life. And I'm going to defend it to the bone. I'm going to defend it, with my fucking life. So all this, I understand that, we elected Donald Trump. That's who we voted for because we were tired of this crazy ass bullshit. Now, I understand he hasn't been in office that long. It's coming up a year. He's been there. He'll have 3 years left. He needs to really get off his ass these next 3 fucking years. And we need to rid our country of these Muslims and Somalis. We need to get them out. I don't care if you're a newborn baby. If you're a newborn baby and you're born to a Muslim bunch of fucking cocksuckers or a Somali cocksucker, you need to be out of here. You need to be trucked the fuck out of here. Get rid of these fucking people. We actually need to have a war on these fucking race of people because they need annihilated. This is the only way we're going to have peace. And this is the only way we're going to be able to do anything that we like to do and celebrate all our customs is if we get rid of those people. I'm terrible, I'm awful, I'm a racist, whatever. Yes, I'm a fucking Islamophobe, I am. I definitely am. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're a Somali or a Muslim, you don't need to be in this country. You don't even need to be on the planet. But our politicians need to get off their asses and sort this out and get this done. Because if not, we're not going to have a country. These assholes are going to put... 3/4 of them's fucking inbred anyhow. These people, they have sex with goats. They have sex with their sisters and their moms. And they all have retarded kids. So, they can't be too smart. We just, when you have your country ran by Democrats here for the last 16 years, and they go ahead and adapt the World Economic Forum's plan to take over the world and let all these people run amok, that's what happens. These people were all that in our country. They were flown in here saying it was some kind of Freedom Act bullshit. No, there's just a crock shit. All it was is they were trying to replace all of us that are wise to their bullshit And they were trying to get all these other people in, get them established, give them fake Social Security numbers, and get them to vote so they could keep their asses in office. Well, I tell you what, everybody, there is no Democrat Party any longer. They are all communists. There are no Democrats left. They're all communists. So, and another thing I think is hilarious is how all these Democrats, oh my God, the Epstein files, release the Epstein files. Well, they released them, and they're not liking the results. Old Slick Willie Clinton's in 3/4 of them fucking pictures. Where's Donald Trump at? Oh, well, he's not in any of those pictures. What happened? I thought Donnie was supposed to be the one meeting with Epstein all the time. Well, it goes to show you that they hated each other. Epstein would show up and crash Donald Trump's parties in New York. That's the only reason there was any pictures of them together. Trump has all those fucking pictures. And then they found the same fucking pictures with Epstein's shit. Nah. The only reason Epstein, he didn't kill himself, he was murdered because all these fucking politicians and celebrities that found themselves on his island because they wanted to go out there and molest a bunch of fucking kids, they didn't want nobody finding out about that, so they all got together and thought up a plan. They jailed that motherfucker against his will, and then they murdered him. With the help of, the Clintons and the Obamas and all of them. And I don't know about you all, but I knew this shit from the fucking beginning. It's obvious. I mean, anytime a Democrat is up there saying shit that Donald Trump is doing that he's not really doing, it's because they're doing it or they're in the process of starting to do it. Them saying how he's murdering all these people and deporting citizens. No, he's not doing any of that shit. Or he's a pedophile and into child trafficking and stuff and child sex trafficking. No, that's because Democrats are already doing it. I'm sorry. The new Communist Party, they're already doing it. They're doing it, and George Soros is funding all this. Bill Gates is funding all this. And they're all working under the World Economic Forum because they're helping fund all this bullshit, this fake protest horse shit. And all these other states, these blue states that have all these protesters, they're all paid. All these protesters are paid. They have no idea why they're there. They're just there to cause chaos. They're informed. They all have a meeting. This is why you're protesting. They're not protesting because they want to. They're protesting, or I should say, they're not protesting because they have a reason to protest or there's something going on that they don't like's happening. No, these people are getting paid to protest. It's all fake. It's all bullshit. It's all made up stuff. Oh, Trump's going to do this, do that. And he's not doing any of that. Any of what they're saying, he's not doing any of that. He's doing his fucking job, and which I might add, he has done a lot of shit since he's been in there because, he's done more than any fucking president ever has said they were going to do in fucking history of presidency. So how can you sit there and say he's coming to get citizens and deport them? Nah, he's not doing that. And this narrative that the Democrats are trying to push that, you should be ashamed of your heritage if you're white. If you're a white person, you should be ashamed because your family owned slaves. You know what? My family never owned no fucking slaves. My family is English, Scottish, and Irish. Those are my fucking ancestors right there. I know the Garlett side is English and German, and my other side, on my mom's side, is Wiley, and they're Scottish and Irish. So we all have, we can all consume large amounts of fucking alcohol. You know, that's just how we are. That's how we're born. But this shit of them, you know, trying to shame you for your skin color and then turn around and call you a racist? Come on. They're making up shit. And then they want to turn around and take all your fucking guns. They always want to, hey, we're going to do gun buybacks like Australia did. Yeah, you're going to go fuck yourself too. Because I ain't giving up none of my fucking guns. I have 8 of them and I ain't giving a goddamn one of them up. So if you want your fucking ass shot off, show up here and try to take them from me. And you're going to fuck around and find out. But anyway, I do have, well, I'm done ranting on that fucking shit because it's fucking driving me nuts. Plus the goddamn state of Maryland once, you know, was saying that I committed fraud and I got overpaid unemployment benefits, and this state's fucking bankrupt. They would say anything to get money out of your ass. So, you know, I'm in a blue state, so now they're going to try and milk us dry, not only by taxes and high prices of, you know, shit for automobiles to be tagged and titled, and just basically they're taxing you into poverty. That's not enough. So now they got to say, hey, you filed a claim for unemployment back when we had COVID. So now we're coming after your ass. We want money. We want your fucking money. So now that's what they're doing to me now. So because I drew, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000 in unemployment benefits, and most of that was supplied from the federal government because of the COVID. They wanted us to have higher checks so we could, you know, live, because the cost of living was just more than what we were getting in unemployment, or well, what more than what the state would offer you anyway. And so the federal government chipped in and helped, and they sent all the states money to up the price, or to up the amount of benefit that we would all get. Now me, I wasn't off for very long because I ran a street sweeper. I wasn't around anybody. I got laid off from where I was running street sweeper, and then my boss got a contract to clean up Garrett County, all the curbs, and all the shoulders of the road. So we worked. We worked through it. I wasn't off, but for a short time. I drew unemployment up until I got paid. And now I'm being called a fucking thief, basically, that I've committed fraud in the state. Okay, assholes. Sure. Boy, this is really, you're really pushing the envelope here. Next year we vote for, you know, governor again. So your fucking bald fucking ass isn't going to fucking be reelected, I have a feeling. Hopefully. If these idiots in Montgomery County get off their asses and realize that they're all getting fucked by the fucking governor and all those stupid delegates down there in Annapolis that don't know their ass from their elbow, and all they're worried about is fattening their own pockets because that's what they want to do. So the trouble is people forget when they get to the ballot box. They forget. So what we need to do is we need to keep pushing the envelope, keep pushing this shit so we can vote out all these communists next time. Of course, they all should be gathered to fuck up and put on a goddamn cruise ship out in the middle of the fucking Caribbean and then sunk by a submarine. Of course, you know, because that'll never happen, because the trouble is with the government now that their balls drop off. You know, when they get in office, when we vote all these Republicans in, their balls drop off, and then they don't want to do anything but collect a paycheck is what they want to do. They just want to collect money. The way I see it, whenever you're elected a congressman or a what the fuck is it? Senator, you should only be paid as much as what your constituents get paid in your state. So if I'm only making, I don't know, $18 an hour, and that's the highest paying job in your constituent's district, that's all you should be getting paid is $18 an hour. And you should have to pay for your goddamn benefits, like your fucking health insurance and stuff. You should have to pay for that instead of relying on the taxpayer to pay for it. That's horseshit. All those motherfuckers down there in D.C., all those congressmen and all those senators, they all get free fucking health care. And all these fucking communist Democrats wanted all those assholes coming in the country to get free health care and to live off the taxpayer. And they're still pushing that, and they still don't see a problem with that. They're openly coming out and saying this shit. Hey, we want all these illegals back here. Because we think that they should have free health care and they should be living off the taxpayer. Now, I've lived here in this country all my life, and I've worked my balls off since I was 15 years old. I don't get one goddamn thing for free. And whenever I rely on a couple of programs through the state, and I collect a little bit until I get back on my feet to go to the next job, I committed fraud. So, fuck you, fucking state government. You can go suck a big fat hairy dick. Because I will never, ever, ever draw any unemployment or ask for any kind of state assistance ever again. Because I know what's going to happen. They're going to come back on me and they're going to make me pay it all back out of pocket, plus pay my taxes, plus pay interest. When you owe unemployment back to the state or anything that's going on that they want you to pay and they're going to make you pay it because they're communists, you have to pay interest. So if I have to pay what they're saying that I fraudulently collected, which is, $7,200, they're saying that I, fraudulently fucking bamboozled the state out of, then I would have to pay that back plus $50 interest each month in fucking payments. Because I had to pay unemployment back once before. It's not my first rodeo. I know how dirty and sleazy they are. Maryland is one of the dirtiest, sleaziest fucking states. And I hate this fucking state. I love my home. I love where I live. But I can no longer afford to fucking live here. And the thing is I don't make enough money to leave. So I'm stuck. I can't do anything. I mean, it's hell. It's hell when you're a citizen and you pay your fucking taxes and you try to follow everything to a T and obey the law, and they still fuck you right in the fucking ass. They still run one tight up your ass no matter what the fuck you do. So, and then people go out and knock over liquor stores, shoot people. They take them in, book them, slap them on the wrist. 2 weeks later, they're right back out doing the same fucking thing. Me, I go out here, I work my ass off to support my family, put food on the fucking table, and pay my fucking bills and try to live, try to survive. Then right away, they come after me and I gotta pay everybody else's shit. That is such fucking bullshit. And I'm so fucking sick of it. I'm sick and tired of this shit. And nobody wants to help you. And nobody cares because it's not happening to them. I am one of the poorest motherfuckers that live around here in this fucking shithole. And I am the motherfucker that's got to pay for everybody else's shit. It's not only me having to pay unemployment to fuck back every time I turn around, but for some reason, Potomac Edison, our power provider for electricity, feels that, my little 100 amp service that I have here at my place, that I'm somehow using $2,000 of fucking energy every month. I don't know how that works. Everybody else around me has more amperage coming into their fucking breaker boxes. But yet, for some reason, I'm using more than everybody else. I'm using more than any local business up here, apparently. I've talked to people that have these gas stations around here. I'm like, what's your electric bill looking like every month? Oh, about, I don't know, $500. Yeah. The lowest bill I've got here in the last fucking 3 years is $900 and creeps up to $2,000. And I had everything replaced. All my breakers, all my boxes, my fucking meter, the fucking, the transformer out on the fucking pole has been replaced. But I'm the energy hog. I'm the energy hog of Garrett County, of Western Maryland. I'm stealing everybody's energy. I don't know how I'm doing it. Don't know how that is. Everything's brand new. Got Energy Star appliances in my fucking shithole trailer. Got fucking energy saving light bulbs in every fixture. What the fuck? I mean, I have to heat with electric because I don't have any other source of heat. We have 6 months of cold weather around here in Garrett County, sometimes 7. Depending on, however the fucking weather feels like it's going to be. And I rely on electricity to heat with because I have no other source. I tried to run a pellet stove in here one time, but it backfired on me. I couldn't get it to work right, so I tore it out and said, fuck it. And I redid my kitchen a different way, so I can't put one of those in here now. All I have are these infrared cabinet heaters. That's what I heat my fucking home with. I live in a trailer. It's 14 by 72. That's all I got. I have the place insulated. I have everything as new as I can have in here, and I'm still getting one ran up my ass by the power company. Not only that, gasoline around here is still $3 a gallon. Everybody's saying, oh my God, the gasoline's come down. The prices of fucking groceries come down. Not around here, they haven't. Gasoline is still $3 a gallon. It'll come down. It come down to $2.75 for like a week. And then it shot right back up to $3. Because the state of Maryland, so broke that they can skyrocket the fucking tax on gasoline at a moment's notice. And they don't give a fuck whether you complain or whether it suits you or not. They just do it. Now, is that communism or is that fucking communism for you? That is definitely communism. Our forefathers left England because they were being taxed into poverty. They come over to start a new goddamn nation. They did it. Now here we are. Almost, 250 years the fuck later? Here we are, being taxed into poverty by our fucking fraudulent, crooked fucking politicians. The trouble is you have to work to survive. And most of us that are on the right, we can't afford to just stop working and go protest. We can't afford that. Because there's no big guy on the right that's going to pay us to protest like they are on the left. George Soros is their bread and fucking butter. And that son of a bitch there, we need to do something with him. Yeah, these people all need eliminated. But that'll never happen because everybody's balls have dropped off. Nothing's going to goddamn happen. So I'm just going to continue to work myself to death. I work 50 hours a week, every week. And the pay that I make is not near enough to help me with the cost of living because groceries are still up, gasoline's still up, taxes are out of control, my energy bills are fucking killing me, my car insurance is killing me. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. Every time you try to save yourself some money, some motherfucker comes along and just kicks you right back down in that hole you're trying to climb out of. And nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. So, then you wonder why my hair is white and I'm overweight from all the fucking stress. And they wonder why you're so fucking mean and hateful and pissed off at the world. Well, this is why. This is why, my friends. Because when you're getting fucked around every fucking turn, this is what happens to you. I'm living fucking proof. I will live a short fucking life because of this bullshit. And that's what they're planning on. Because the less you live, the less they're going to have to fucking give you. But yet they still want you to pay in death. So that's pretty much in a nutshell how, basic your life is going to be if you're a middle class person. What you need to do is lay on fucking welfare and not work. And thieve everything and steal shit and commit crimes. That's apparently the way to go these days. So, yeah. And, these colleges, everybody's saying, oh, you need a college education to make something out of yourself. No, you don't. College is a joke. College is bullshit. What you need is high school, and you need classes from the time you start school to the time you graduate. There should be a common sense course every year you should have to take. And it should teach you shit like plumbing, finances. It should teach you how to do maintenance on your own car, how to change a tire, how to check your oil, how to change your oil, how to check your transmission fluid, how to check the grease in your rear ends. Basic things you're going to have to do in life is what should be taught to you in school. Not on, hey, there's 3 billion different genders. No, there isn't. There's only 2. There's only motherfucking 2. And they should have a class there to show you how to change shitty diapers off a baby. And they should have classes, this would become in the common sense course that everybody would be required to have. And everything is just turned on its fucking ear because of all these retarded ideologies and brainwashing idiots. And then, I got to have a septum ring in my nose and I got to go dye my hair blue. Yeah, because that works. So anyway, everybody, on a lighter note, I have the Mercury out of the garage now. I'll have to show you here. There's the Mercury. I have it out. How much bigger those tires are on the back than what they are on the front. They're 235/70 16s on the back, winter tread. On the front are still the 225/60 16s. Will come on it from the factory. Rocker panel covers did not return. They will never return as long as I own the fucking car. I went ahead and threw those away. They're junk. They're gone. I'm going to put a taller tire on the front. I'm thinking a 235/60 maybe. I don't know. The 235/70s will work on the front. They might drag. I did try them on while I was on the lift and they didn't rub, but with all the weight down on the car, I think it's going to be a different story. So, it runs good. It sounds good. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the car yet. Because if this unemployment thing is for real, that I got in the mail, which, why wouldn't it? Why would it not be? I get this car inspected. I don't know if I'll be able to tag it. Because the way it works around here, if you have any outstanding money that the state claims you owe them, they will not let you renew your license plates or your registrations or anything like that until you pay the money that you owe the state. That includes parking tickets, speeding tickets, anything like that. Now, I have a hunch that the car will probably pass inspection. I got to buy some lights for that third brake light and the window in the back. That's the only thing I have left to do. I cleared the codes out of the computer from the ABS sensor that I replaced. It was acting weird going up the road. As far as running wise, it wasn't. It was acting good running wise. But going up, the ABS and traction lights would come on. So I didn't really understand why that stuff was happening. So I hooked up my scanner to it, but it said it didn't have any codes. So I don't know. Unless the lights just like to pop on for the hell of it. So I took it and I run it through the car wash up there. The car looks good. It runs good. Rides pretty nice. I'll try to run it through inspection. See if I can get it to pass, and I'll try to get tags on it. I don't know. But if I agree to do a payment plan with the state, they will let me renew my stuff then. So if that happens, then I'll be able to tag it. But I got to find out. I got to dig more deeper into this other bullshit. And there's the cop car all battle scarred up from the work week of driving it up in the woods. It was so muddy Friday, I didn't think I was going to make it up in there, but I did. I made it. And all my coworkers have four-wheel drives, and they were saying how they had to lock their four-wheel drives in to get up to the parking lot where we park so we can get in our equipment and do the work. They said that they were having trouble in four-wheel drive getting up through there. So, but I see my back tires. I spun a good bit going up in, and I see that I'm missing some studs. Yeah, some of the studs got spun out or tore out of the fucking tires. So, here's some piles of mud here on the ground. But anyway, I'm telling you, shit is just batshit crazy right now, off the wall, insane, the way things are going for me right now. I don't know. I may do a video here next week for Christmas, and one week after New Year's. They don't know what days we're going to have off. He said something about working Monday, Tuesday, half a day Wednesday, perhaps having Friday off, maybe. Of course, Thursday is Christmas, but Friday would be day after Christmas. He said something about maybe having that off. He's not real sure. But anyway, that's what shit's, that's how shit's shaping up here as far as the holiday goes. And I still have to get a few presents yet. So I'm going to see how that works and see what happens then. So everybody. Have a awesome rest of the weekend, and maybe with any luck I'll see y'all on the next one. I don't know. The way things are going, there might not be a next one to come to. So I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. Have to see what for information I can come up with on these letters I got. Because my wife got one too, and it's not looking good either. I read them both. We just owe different amounts, so they're saying. And I remember she drew unemployment longer than I did. She drew it for a couple of months back at that time, and I only drew it for maybe a total of 3 weeks, maybe 4. I can't remember exactly because it was so long ago. I can barely remember what I did last night, let alone 5 fucking years ago. So, all right, everybody. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Maybe I'll see you on the next one.